There's great news coming. They've on Twitter. You can go to this Twitter page. It'll be at the Hunter, COTW, Call the Wild, the COTW. From the hints and the language of what they're talking about, but you can go there and look yourself. This is new, upcoming stuff. Now, as they've announced on their videos on Twitch, that there is there's a PC update coming for the console to clean up stuff, and also a console update that is free that will clean up stuff from the for comp PS4 and Xbox. So that's a good deal. So I mean, I'm glad of that, because there is still a few bugs in the game. Some of the geese are flying still on the ground and stuff. But you can go to Twitter and read that. Now, without reading it all, you can go to the Twitter, or you can go to HTTP at the Hunter, COTW, and you can click on this document. It says, as you know, Doc took off from Medway, Tioga, has left Tioga, and he went hunting, if you go down the bottom page. And where did he go? And it says he went down. Note, this is not the final location. It's just the first stage in trying to track him down. Where was Doc gone? Purgatory, Nepal, Mongolia, or Papua New Guinea? So that gives you the first clue. So it's telling an area. Then it gets down there to tell you about Paraguay. I am Sophie. Yes, the man has been here. He left on a plane yesterday. Apparently didn't quite what he was looking for. So see, it was Purgare or whatever it is. I overheard him talking to the travel agent, and all I heard him say was settled before the 1300 by Polynesians. So where would that be? And it goes, where is Doc gone? Australia, New Zealand, or the Philippines? And my guess is New Zealand. So there's two places they're talking about here. So where has Doc gone? In the second part, it talks about another culture. So where has Doc gone this time? Remember, this is not the final look. You have 24 hours to decide. Write the answer in the comment section and say, where has Doc gone? The second place? France, Italy, Spain, or Portugal? Now, you got to read the... It says Kia ora bro, nah. And I was kind of thinking, what? I think that's Italian. So... It could be, it could be Spanish or Portuguese. I got a couple friends that know Portuguese language like second to none. I could have asked them, but I don't care really what reserve it is. So in the clue 3, it says, where in the world is Doc? A trip to New Zealand. So, yeah, so, So where's the map going to be? Is it going to be New Zealand? Is it going to be Italy, France, Spain, Portugal? I'd rather be an Africa map, friends. Just saying, all this Australia, New Zealand, Philippines, people get excited because their country's in there, and I understand that. I mean, I'm not bothered by all that. But I would rather see Africa, like elephant hunting, lions, dangerous leopards, cheetah. Back in the early 1900s, a lot of big hunters went over there, and it was dangerous, very dangerous hunting. Rhinos, you name it. It'd be in Cape Buffalo. It would be, and there's a lot of crocodiles, all kinds of diverse things you can hunt in Africa. But it's all dangerous game, so it would be like you're dead. You would get killed. So I'm just saying that I think it would be kind of cool, and I just wanted to let this out there and let you know that would be so cool. If you want to go to that site, go to Twitter. If you got Twitter, at the Hunter. There's a dumb animal over there. It's a mating call from a pig. Okay, wild boar. But, yeah, that'll be a good thing. Go to Twitter and put at the Hunter and COTW, and you'll come to their page. You can look at all their information there, and it tells what's going on. I'm excited for the new map myself. I'm really excited to see what they're going. What's coming into the next game. But I think I'm looking for the update more than anything, because I'm kind of can't wait until they clean up the game a little bit, because there's still a few issues in this game. There is. So I thought I'd just do a little goose hunting here real quick. Now, all you got, I like this gun here. This is a pump gun. The pump gun, I mean, not very many people have it unlocked, but it's funner to shoot I can shoot 4 or 5 geese there. But that's the news that's coming out. You know, just want to let everybody know it. So I'm probably the first one to talk about it. So the hints are on the Twitter. I don't know for sure what area it is, but I'm guessing it might be New Zealand, or it could be Australia. So we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of choices there in Australia too. A lot of animals there you can hunt, like crocodiles. They got dingoes you can hunt. What else? They got the Cape buffalo, kangaroos, but some people might frown at all that because they kind of got that stuff kind of, you know, on an endangered species list. They don't really want you to hunt them anymore. But it's just a game, you know. But I thought Africa would be way more funner. And I wouldn't mind an upper echelon in Alaska, Canadian hunting zone, because you got like grizzly, you know, you got lynx, wolverines, you got, you know, they did talk something about trapping, but they want to stay on the ethical side of it. But, you know, guns is the same thing. You're still killing animals. Trapping, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, historically, if it wasn't for the great men that discovered this country, trappers, America wouldn't be here, a country. It would have still been Indians, which would probably been a better place. But, yeah, just me saying, maybe because I got a little Native American blood in me. But I'm just saying that, you know, I have no animosity or anything, but the Indians were treated cruelly and lied to from day one. So America's built on corruption and lies. To me it is, you know. I think every country is. Someone always steps on the little guy. It's sad. Always powerful people step on the little guy. It's ever been and always will be until the end. I hate that. Is that a goose? No, it's a little too high. It don't look like a goose either. It did for a minute. Now usually geese are flying over. They like fly over every, I don't know, 20 minutes probably. 20 minutes of game time, 10, anywhere from 10. Sometimes you get here and that's all it's flying, it's geese. Now anywhere you set up in these fields is perfect. I kind of got here because I was doing that mission. Anywhere in these fields will work. But I notice up here where I'm away from the waterways, it's not too good. But I was wondering if you go up here around the fields, I notice anywhere you get, like around waterways. Now this is one of my favorite places right here. See, this is one of my favorite places, right here by this watering area. There is a collectible right here, an antler. You go across this walkway across here in this area. So you can see the location of the numbers down below. It's 8381.071 and 112298. That's up and down. I guess that's, yeah. You know, you can go up and down. It changes, and back across changes your first number, more or less, as you can see. So if you see the lower number down there, telling 3.2 miles, whatever, up and down is your second number, and the other number is your left and right, horizontal. Up and down is the second number. But anyhow, that's one way you can find stuff if people tell you where stuff is. So I think anywhere where there's a field. Now I've tried to hunt geese like in open area grass fields. They fly over, but they won't land. So I'd say anywhere in this area right in here, any of these cut over straw fields is good. It's right here would be probably good because it's in between these two big lakes. Now I've never tried up here, but there's a big tree up here on a big mound. So that'd probably be a cool place. This place would probably be good too. I mean, there is some big lake over there, so it'd probably be a nice place. I've also been on stream just sitting there not talking to someone. I hear geese and I look and here comes a bunch of geese land. They see decoys and they land. They will land at your decoys. Now the good thing about having the tent structure and the decoys, now say you sit here a while and you don't care, well you can just go right up here. As you can see, that only I put it here because these fields. I probably should have put it more. The Hunter Club, it's a PS4 club. We killed probably about 23, anywhere from 20 to 30 red deer right here. They just kept coming to this drinking area, and I kept slaughtering. I had a tent here. My brother came up here and started helping me. Then here's the next thing, interesting thing that I thought was really interesting. You see this lake right here? Let's see. Let me show you for sure where it is. I don't want to send you to the wrong place, because there's nothing worse than someone sending you to the wrong place to hunt. Okay, I'm sure it ain't there. It was kind of, I thought it was southeast of here, this area. Huh. Where did I go? Now, yeah, it could have been right down here. Yeah, I believe it was here. Yes, this is it. I went kind of southeast of this area right here, and I came down this ridge here, and I looked here, and wow, there was a big red deer buck right there, and a whole herd of probably 30 red deer right here drinking. Now that's probably about 350 yards. I started shooting at them and they scattered. Couldn't believe that. Usually at 250 they don't do that. So they made the deer a little wilder than normal. So right here is the area. If you want to look it over, it's just below Ritterstein, or it's just below this outpost right here. If you want to come over here and look it over, it's kind of a good place to look. Ritterstein outpost. So if you come right over here, you'll see where these red deer are. Usually a bunch of red deer. As you can see, there's a drinking place. And I don't have no feeding zone, but you can see the red deer were in here. I did get that on there. But this is a hot place, and this is a hot place for red deer right in here. You can usually come right out here. I got a tent up here by this tree stand. Makes it easier. So I just come out here and hunt out here, and usually red deer are all in this area right here. Anytime around this lower lake region. So that's another good spot for red deer. So say I want to go over there. I'm as you can see, it's raining. Now, you know, geese love rain. I'm going to tell you, I've hunted all my life. Ducks, geese love the rain. They fly more. They're more productive, more active. And, you know, they're always moving around. So I kind of think they ought to be moving a little better. Now, like I said, I put a tent right up here in this structure. So see, I can just, boom, transport right up here and go to another area and hunt. And that's good too. You don't get one whole area drowned. But that news, you take a guess and tell me where you think it's going to be. I'm hoping for it, because new areas is great, fun, new story missions. I've got it platinum. I think 4 more trophies. I think if I complete all the acts here on the animals, which is 3 more story missions, and I will have a platinum for this game. I watch my videos. They're uploaded on YouTube. Just Michael, capital M, Michael and Vance on YouTube. And yeah, you can find me on there and watch my videos on how to do some of these missions. But a couple of the missions are hard. Some of them fairly easy. Some of them just as easy as going over and checking a dead bison out. Some of them as easy as just taking a picture of a fallow deer. That's kind of a tricky one. That first story mission is a doozy. See, here's what I'm doing now, harvesting gold. Now, I already harvested bison gold, and unfortunately I harvested red deer gold, red deer earlier today, but it was in multiplayer and it don't count. So I got to get a boar gold, and I got to get a fallow deer gold, and that'll be pretty much. See, I got more or less these are the side missions that come up, but you don't have to complete them to get the trophy. All you have to do is get these missions, completed story missions right here. See, like Jaeger, I've already completed Jaeger, so there's 1, 2, 3, 5 missions of Jaeger. The first one's take a picture. Now, where I got that, saving the corn, summer, just killing, harvest 2 deer, the deer in the sea. Well, that's kind of a tricky one. A picture of a fallow deer is pretty easy. The Lost Son, there's a boy lost, so that's pretty easy. Wrapping up the book. Spearbird Castle and Old Mulawad, that's an old tree up in the north. It'll put a little yellow circle around them, so it ain't that hard. The summer missions are really tough, especially the one with the bow. Harvest one fox with a 60-pound bow. That's kind of tricky. It's kind of like hunting coyote, and you want to make sure that line in between your heart rate and the other thing, your food or life, want to make sure that there's a line there or nothing. Smell like a deer. Travel to Collinsburg. Road deer. Harvest 3 road deer. Use the red deer scent or road deer scent. You know, road deer were the actual original Bambi for European, but they changed it for American audience to a white-tailed deer. I think there's a little story in there about all that. And that was interesting. I didn't know that. Summer. So I've completed the summer Sumner mission. So this was an easy one. I took it with a 70-pound bow. I took a red bison. And this is a real whole one. Controlling the fox when a herd. I'd say some of the hardest missions, some of them's a little tricky. Red Deer Canyon. Some of them's easy. I mean, just finding, they're pretty easy. Some of them's easy. Some of them's hard. I'd say this right here, a ton of meat, kill 10 wild boar, all over 220. That's kind of tricky. Hunting for gold. That's the mission I've done just lately. It's on my last stream. And of course, these first steps. Now that last one, hunting for gold, like I say, it's pretty easy. Hunting for gold. All you got to do is go to these straw fields, kill 5 ducks, geese, kill 5 geese here, and it'll pop up. You may have to kill, so maybe me and my brother wiped out all my geese. It's good to have 4 areas you can go to, 3 or 4 areas. Now, originally you get to these blinds. So I bought plenty of different decoys to put around. So you don't have to get too impatient. They will pop up. So, I got a place down here too. See, I got a blind down here in a field too where I can hunt. That's several places to hunt. I think I heard some. I do hear them. It's best just to have the call and the gun when you're hunting. I think there they come. I knew I could hear them. Just keep calling at them. Now they'll turn if they're coming back. They'll turn. Yep, see, they're coming back. Here they come. Now the good thing about this pump, I suggest everybody get it by hunting deer, load buckshot, and kill a bunch of elk or deer, and you can have this pump gun. It's a little expensive, so yeah, see them break. When they break like that, they're coming in. See that one break down low? Got him. See, that was a long shot. So see how far that was? That's super duper, ain't it? That's awesome. So see, I got four goose, just like that. Power of lamb, man. Thank you, ma'am. That one was a long ways. So as you can see right back there. And I had to turn and shoot, so I got 4. Better than using that stupid double barrel, ain't it? So let's put a, see, I turned the whole place pink now. So you can put a marker. Let's put a marker there. It's pretty close. Yeah, it's close enough. So see how far I am? 35 yards. And then there's one over here. Me and my friend was on earlier today, and I shot one out there at 110 yards with that pump gun. So the geese thing I got down pat. Look at that. That's how far? Over 60 yards, something like that. Wow. Unreal. So I like this field. It's one of my favorite fields. It takes some time to get in there, but you just seen it. Me shooting them geese with that 20. That's that 12 gauge pump gun. The only thing is, man, you can go through the lead. So actually, it was a little bit further. Sorry about that. So the best thing to do is stand in it and put the marker. So you can. Let's see. It was probably a little too far, as you can see. It's probably a little too far. It was like only 8 yards too far, so it was about 55 yards, but the other day it was over 100 yards I was shooting them. So the best way to do it is remove the marker and then just put it on you. See, that way it's more accurate. And you got to turn around where it says exit on the blind. See, now there's a marker on the blind, so if you want to see how far that birds are, or you can just use the binoculars, but that's just a lot of work to me. And of course, I'm got now where I like to. This is kind of a good place to hunt wild boar. So some of these active fields where there's always some game, I like to activate the tree stand, because you can still call the wild boar in with a caller. I've never seen no red deer up here, but that ain't saying that they're not up here. So if you come up here, see, you kind of got that blind. But this is a good shot for that red fox too, as you know, because you can look plumb over that field there. So how far is it, you say? Well, you can take this thing one corner of the field and you can put a marker there at the corner of the field and see it's 258 yards. I don't know what that'd be in meters, but that's still a long shot. A lot of wild boar in this area right up here. I'll be very honest. This is a wild boar heaven right here. Especially up in here. If you want to go to this tent and hunt your way down these fields, there's always a lot of wild boar, but a lot of times the wind don't work for you too good with that. So put a marker like up in this field here, and you can get an idea which way the wind's blowing if you're going to be hunting that way. See, you can go to this house since the wind's blowing across the lake. Just go to this area right here and equip yourself for 270, or I think 7mm would be fine too for wild boar. And you can just go to your backpack, and as you can tell, I don't need the shotgun, but I'll take the bow and a 7mm. I'll just unequip everything. It's got something to do with don't really need the bird shot. I use the 600 grain arrows. I don't mess with that light stuff. Not with wild boar. Yeah. Or you can go up and just close them out. It's a little easier at times. And if you don't want to carry that goose call, you don't have to. So that's the only thing I'm after. Red deer, fallow deer will antler boar. I guess if you wanted to, you can take a little bit of red deer urine, and you can take a little bit of wild boar scent. Kind of helps sometime. I wish they had something like I wish they would develop something for the bison, like a bison urine. Bison scent would be really natted, because they pee. My goodness. And I don't really need to carry a tent with me. Check your character, and you don't have to carry all that. I will tell you, they make more noise. You make more noise with the large. Yeah, you really do. You make a lot more noise with the large. So see, I'm set up to go wild boar hunting. And also, don't forget to equip said weapons. So you want to get your ammo. I use polymer point for everything. I mean, when you got enough money, you don't worry about all the small stuff, because you'll find out you just cripple everything with that smaller. And I like them glow sights. That's all. I don't really use them, other sights. But if you want to use lure, you can put a wild boar thing there, and you can put some of the wild boar scent next. I don't like to carry too much stuff. It just kind of gets in the way. So what I'm going to do is kind of go over and check these fields out for gold wild boar. Now the sense that wind's at my back, so the wind is blowing this way, and if there's anything over here, he's going to let out a squawk like you wouldn't believe. So he's going to definitely detect me. But some wild boar, I walk right up on them. give a little shot of wild boar urine out, wild boar scent. Never heard a thing. And one more thing I forgot to put on my gun. One reason along you'll see wild boar just laying around the edge of the field, like laying down, which is kind of funny. Yeah, it wouldn't help to carry a binocular. This would be another good place to goose hunt too, right up here. This big open field. Oh man, this would be an awesome place to hunt. So see, I'm going to kind of go over here to this tree stand and come down. So see right here it says red deer zone. So if there's red deer in these fields, I might be able to take me a gold red deer. Now to take a gold animal, you got to knock them down in their tracks. And I'll kind of look at the integrity. I might have to use a 270 on fallow deer because I think 7 mil is a little too heavy for them. I know it's not for the red deer and I know it ain't for the bison. But I've already got a bison, so I don't need to shoot no bison. Bison pays probably the best. But like I say, if you do that little, find a whole herd of red deer and just lay down and start shooting them at a watering hole, I mean, you'll end up with, look, I got $58,000 now for shooting all them earlier red deer. I did notice that they don't have no glitches no more, like over in the other map. So if you change map and you go and hit X, you can change, see, toggle reserve, see. So if you go to Layton Lake, that's where all them animals were, but I'm not going to do that. I don't want to change locations because I've already completed Medva Taiga story missions. I've already completed this one, so to do any more would be ridiculous. There's no more story mission, but I can do the little side mission. So this is a cool little place. Now you can also set up in the edge of a field like this and use a collar. Not for the geese. I don't mean that for the geese. That's not a very good choice for the geese. They're kind of wild anyhow. So like I say, the wind's blowing down there, so I doubt there's anything over here. But there may be something on over here. You definitely want to crouch as you're moving along. But anyhow, I'm going to continue hunting. I'm not going to keep you in here. I just wanted to share that about the new upcoming news for the Hunter Call the Wild, upcoming stuff. Like I said, I will cover it again. There is a console and PC patch incoming sometime within the next week, couple weeks. And then they're going to probably announce the new locations. I don't know if there's 2 maps coming or 1 map, but it'll probably be over in New Zealand, Italy, Portugal, Spain, Australia, somewhere in there. Wherever, I'm sure it'll be cheap enough. It won't cost much. It'll be $3.99 to buy it, maybe $5.99. I think the last Medva Taiga was what, $3.99. So that's probably all they're going to charge. And I hope they add tree stands and I hope they add turkeys, man. I wish they would really add the turkey hunting into the North America map, Layton Lake, because it would, you know, make more sense to me. Look at all the debris flying around. So there's another field out here, so I'm going to go check this out. Then I'm going to head down a field like this and play peekaboo and maybe catch a trophy wild boar and bust him. Or fallow deer. Either or. Yeah, so here's the end of the line. I notice the animals, sometimes there are a lot of animals online and sometimes there ain't hardly nothing. So you can run down through here. But remember, the animals can hear you. See that big circle, how it drops down? Now when you get by a tree, watch it. It'll usually disappear if you're standing by a tree. Yeah, so it went down lower profile, but it's not perfect. It's close. Usually you get by the littler tree, you can hide better. Yeah, it's pretty hidden, but animals still see you. So these would be good trees to put tree stands in, see? Yeah, so I think as long as it's a tall, straight tree like this, you can get up there about where that second crook is, 20, 30 feet. And that way the animals wouldn't see. I noticed they did fix something in the tree stands too. Now let me show you before I get off here. I'll close the stream with this. I noticed before that it would be like the little circle. Well, the line with the low down circle, which means your visibility is really down low. Like that. That's how most of the tree stands were. But now they fixed it. They did the last update. Fix it where there's a line, and that means nothing can see you. It has to get so close to you that within 6 meters. So see if you pop this up. I got plenty of money, so I'm gonna build it. So see, when you get up here, see that line? You're virtually invisible up here now. It used to be the other way, and you always had these animals seeing you. But now, thankful, at least they have on me. I'm level 60. As you can see, I'm level 60 there, my hunt. And I've got most of my skills. I'm pretty much no more skills. You know, so I can't get no more perks for nothing, which kind of is a bummer. So anyhow, I just thought I'd show you that. That's kind of neat because it used to not be that way. And you know, you can set in these stands now and call red deer and stuff right up to you, as long as the wind's good. Wild boar too. Don't forget, there's wild boar around this area. But thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. You all have a great day, and go check them out. The Hunter, at the Hunter, COTW. Tell them Michael Vance sent you there. From his live stream, sent you there. If you want to, just tell him, hey, I've seen this, and it would be nice to say, hey, Michael Vance sent me here to check this out. If you're new to the game, it's a pretty fun game when you start. Hard at first, but there's plenty of videos on YouTube. I got videos on YouTube. It's a very easy game to start if you're just starting. So, take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.